talk to you tonight. Where does this all stand?
Well, it's in limbo right now. I was at the meeting at the White House, went on for an hour or so, and of course I voiced my opposition basically to the fundamental problems with the Paulson plan, and I made made everybody realize that I didn't support the Paulson plan. I thought it was fundamentally flawed, that I wish we would look at some other plan.
Right.
And of course we came out of the White House meeting with no agreement, and I don't know what will happen. But I do want to share with you here.
Sure, go ahead.
I have in my hand a letter with over 200 of the most eminent economists in the United States of America, from University of Chicago, Harvard, Yale, Stanford, you name it, right here, to the leadership saying, do not adopt this Paulson plan. It's fundamentally flawed. It's going to have a layer of debt on our children. We don't know if it's going to work. Doesn't look fair. We should not rush to judgment on this. We should be linear about it, basically.
But Senator, I thought that you weren't going to adopt the Paulson plan, that new legislation was being written up that would deliver the money in a series of tranches. There would be oversight. There would be guarantees that taxpayers would get repaid when these liquid assets are finally dispersed. We heard from Congressman Hoyer just a second ago that this morning, or even early this afternoon, it looked like there was an agreement on a deal. What happened?
Well, obviously what happened is there's no agreement, not yet. And
but
I hope
how did that happen?
Wait a minute. I hope it won't be an agreement if it's based on the structure of the Paulson plan or the son of Paulson, because I think it's not good plan. It's wrong.
So I mean, what's wrong with son of Paulson, as you put it, with these guarantees in it?
What's wrong with it? If you look at it, if over 200 of our brightest economists tell you that it is fundamentally flawed and we shouldn't do it, I think we better be listening.
But with respect, Senator, were they looking at the original Paulson plan, that three-page plan, or were they looking at what was crafted today?
They're looking at all aspects, what was crafted, what they're trying to do, but it's all structured around the Paulson plan.
Right. Okay, so let me ask you this question. Congressman Hoyer said a second ago, Republicans in the House at least have not told him what they want in a plan. What do you think needs to be in a plan?
Well, I think that we ought to listen to the economists, not just the Fed, who we losing confidence in every day, and the administration and the secretary. I believe that they don't know what they're doing. They're jumping from crisis to crisis, and we better be careful. This is a big, big deal.
So what do you say then to the Treasury Secretary and to the chairman of the Fed, who were up there on Capitol Hill a week ago and warned you that if you don't do something quickly, you risk a complete collapse of the markets? They're saying this has to be done fast. President Bush was out there on national television last night saying there could be a panic in the markets if this is not addressed quickly.
Well, the other economists don't believe that. They believe that the market will correct itself, but if we do a bailout, it shouldn't be a structure like we've offered.
So let me just get this straight. So you do not believe President Bush?
Well, I didn't say, I don't think, President Bush is not an economist. Well, you know, he's the President of the United States.
But he was the one out there warning last night of panic.
He won't be the President of the United States 4 months from now. Paulson won't be Secretary of the Treasury, and I don't know how long Bernanke will be at the Fed, but I can tell you this, I wouldn't support any plan like that, and that's what a lot of the problems are today. They're trying to rush this plan through to borrow nearly $1 trillion. Okay, if you think that's good, you better listen to these economists. So
then, Senator, if I could get this straight, so are you telling me that Republicans on Capitol Hill are turning their backs on this administration?
No, I didn't say that at all. I think those were your words. I don't know who's turning their backs. I've turned my back on this plan. I'm a Republican. I don't just rubber stamp anything, and I hope the House members, Republicans and Democrats, won't either.
Senator Richard Shelby, it's always good to talk to you. Thanks for taking the time, sir. I know it's a busy night tonight.
Thanks.
So if Washington